Alright, in today's video I'm going to check out the new Charvel Pro Mod DK2PT-CM, since no one else has a video on this guitar. And since it's a sleeper.
10,000 horses?
It feels super light. I got this one coming in at about 7 pounds, 4 ounces. You'll notice right away they weren't being bashful with this color. I mean, it's pink. It arrived with a few small problems. Truss rod was super tight, and volume knob was loose and needed to be pushed down. Other than that, it came in perfect condition. Don't worry, I won't go too far into detail about this guitar and how many types of wood go into it and other small details that probably won't concern the normal person. Hey! There, that's better. So the acronym follows like this. 24 means 24 frets. HH means your hum-hum. 2PT is two-piece bridge. And CM means caramelized neck. Phew! How did we do? So if you're anything like me, your guitar tech knowledge extends about as far as Floyd Rose's. After that, I swear it becomes rocket science. Adjusting action isn't difficult on a standard trem, but on a Floyd Rose, you move one wrong domino and the whole tower topples. So I looked up the Goto. It seems to be an alternative to the Floyd Rose and still has a trem. So I looked around and I pulled the trigger on an Ibanez AZ47. Oh, Ibanez, stay you. The Ibanez sounded really good and played just as good. It was light and I liked the neck. It was unfortunate because I ran into a few problems. I didn't end up keeping it because of the few issues. Neck heel had a small crack that could easily turn into a large one, and the trem bar would grind whenever you turn it. That was a deal breaker. Now, because I had this experience doesn't mean you will too. I use the trem bar pretty heavily, so the trem bar is a necessity for my creative process. So I looked at the other guitar I had my eye on and took a chance on the Charvel DK24 in pink. Sweetwater has free return, so I decided why not. It was a tough decision whether to get the pink or black, but I enjoy this color for multiple reasons. Like a lot of players who have reviewed the Ibanez AZ series, I was curious as to which was better for me. I liked Philip McKnight's review on the Ibanez vs DK24. He was honestly right about the neck scoop being just for aesthetics. I really enjoy the sculpt of the Charvel neck as it feels smoother. It just makes more sense and it's more comfy in my palming when transitioning positions. Plus the trem bar is thicker, which for me is best since I use the trem bar so much. The only thing is that the frets are silver nickel and not stainless steel. Disclaimer, now, knowing fret differences is a dangerous slope though. Once you know, and can't go back. If it's good enough for Eddie Van Halen, isn't it good enough for you though? I ask myself that all the time, and it's true. But remember, people have been playing nickel frets for over 50 years. We don't need stainless steel, but they feel great. So in that retrospect, it's like a luxury. So the pups, yeah? Do people still call them that? So your pickups will be full shred TB10s in the bridge, Al Nickel 2 Pro APH 1 ends in the neck. The volume pots are 500K EVH Burns low friction and what they coin as no low tone control. To quickly explain it, it's like a regular tone pot. Dial it from 1 to 9 like normal. The only difference with no low tone control is after you would dial it past 9, it works as a true bypass system, removing the tone pot and capacitor from the finished circuit. Did you get that? I gotta say, for a passive pup, it's the best I've ever heard in a guitar for its price. And these are going on Reverb for just over $800. Now I know what a deal is. I've been spending a lot of time putting this guitar through its paces, and I have to say, it holds up for the price. It can definitely compete with higher-end guitars in its playability. The frets feel a bit rough to bend on, though. I can certainly feel the nickel, so perhaps change them to stainless steel in the future. But as for the neck, it's caramelized maple and it's not roasted flame. I thought I loved the roasted flame, but I think I like the caramelized a bit better. The darker tone is just so snazzy. Yeah, we'll go with snazzy. The frets are jumbo. The radius got me too. I thought it was just a standard 12-inch, but it actually is 12 inches at the nut and changes at the 12th fret to 16 inches. That's not something I've ever seen before in a guitar of this price. Perhaps I live under a rock. I don't really notice it though. If I wasn't told, I'd never know. All I know is the feeling is different for some reason. Besides nickel, the only other real gripe I have is the location of the input jack. So listen, it's not the most comfy place, but I get why they did it. They tried recessing it to hide it. My L cable does fit into it with a bit of coaxing, and it sits nicely on a stand with location like that. I may not love it, but it's not dysfunctional, so it gets a pass. Anyway, to answer that burning question, is this guitar worth it? For me, it's a good buy for the price point of around $1,000 US. It's a workhorse which doesn't go out of tune easily, and for me, that's everything as an aspiring guitar player. And for genres like rock, modern rock, alternative, jazz fusion, hybrids, blues, and more, the chords sound chimey, and it is now my go-to guitar for Sunflower, if that says anything. The resonance I hear is worth it noting too. The cleans are deep, but bright and bassy when you need it. Palm muting really digs in, and each note delineates from the next, giving a more precise tone when speeding note through note. My Ernie Ball just doesn't sound this good, I'm so sorry. It plays smoother though. I'm not sponsored by Charvel, I'm just being honest and have no previous bias besides just playing it. But damn it, do I ever recommend this guitar though? Anyway, the next decision is yours. Yeah! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and doing all the things to make the algorithm happy. Thanks again.